Mic check, mic check. All right, let's go ahead and get in here. Howdy, y'all. So this is Wesor, and yeah, so hope you guys had a good weekend and having a good time out there. I figured today we would just kind of take it easy and chill for a little bit. I've been working on the HW Relic grind more than anything else. So yeah, not a whole lot of crazy stuff going on. But yeah, I thought it would be nice to just kind of hang out here and chill for a little bit. I finally, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I recently finally race changed on my Primal alt from a bunny to obviously to a cat girl. So we'll have to see how it goes. I'm not super sold on it yet, but you know, I'm kind of taking it as it comes. The call of hats was too strong was what it came down to more than anything else. Unfortunately, with my bard on this character, I don't have nearly as many glams as I wanted. So now that I have hats available, I've got a lot of catching up to do with my main on Crystal. But yeah, right now I'm just working on trying to get the Lux weapons, so gonna do some roulettes and whatnot. I've started pre-buying all the new might that I need for the next step. So yeah, a lot of work that's got to be done. I'm not gonna rush through a whole lot of it. I don't need all that much more. I think I need 12 more singing clusters, and I've already got enough for another 3 or so. So shouldn't be too bad. But the final step, I think that's the light grind. I can't remember if that's the Alex light grind or not. I think it is. So figured we'd work our way to that. But yeah, for the most part, I'm just kind of hanging out in Primal and trying to get a little bit more done with this character. I've also been doing my ultimates and whatnot a couple days a week over on my main over on Crystal. So that's kind of where I'm at on there. I might hop over there at some point because I do have a couple of classes that I do want to get up, so I can get the Amaro mount over there. So I might work on leveling Ninja a little bit. But yeah, I figured it'd be just kind of a nice chill day, stream for a couple of hours, see how things go, and you know, just kind of go from there. If players want to come in and join, then by all means they are more than welcome to. I always welcome new players to my streams if you guys have any questions or whatnot. This character, of course, is a bard. I'm pretty comfortable with bard, but my main, of course, is always red mage. So if anyone has any red mage questions or anything like that, just let me know, and I will do my best to answer. I'm not much of a numbers guy, but I try and do my best to try and explain at least how I play, if nothing else. But yeah, so aside from that, not a whole lot going on. You know, at some point or another, I kind of wanted to do a little bit of like information sessions on how things are going with the live letter stuff that they announced. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my tint shift a little bit here. So yeah, I might do a little bit of a recap on that. But yeah, it's kind of a chill time in Final Fantasy right now. A lot of people finally experiencing some content that maybe they've been putting off with the ultimates and whatnot. I know we've got quite a few big streamers that have come in lately to kind of help that along. Excuse me. So yeah, I think it's great. They are going to have maintenance tonight to try and reshuffle the servers a little bit. I never in all my time here thought that Balmung would be a preferred server, but that's how things have been. So they're going to reshuffle a little bit of that tonight. I guess they've got a little bit more data from the server stress test that they did over in the Japanese servers not long ago. So we'll see how that shakes things out a little bit. But my main here is on Excalibur, or my main alt, I should say, is here on Excalibur over on Primal. I don't have any Aether characters or anything like that. I know that's like the big rating server, but you can really do it on any data center. It's just Crystal in particular doesn't have as many groups up, but the rating scene is pretty solid on just about all of them. And Yeah, I'm mostly just leveling this character because this is where the big Discord that I'm in is located. So got a big FC and everything over here that I do not have on Crystal. So I'm trying to get a little bit more caught up, get ready for Endwalker so I can do more content with these guys when the expansion drops. But my main is still going to stay over on Crystal, the main RP server over there. But yeah, I'm liking my new look. I'm gonna miss the bunny. I might end up buying that Heavensward Collector's Edition since it's on sale right now and try and get my third free Fantasia on all of my characters. That way I have an option to try and do a little bit more with it. But it's not a huge deal. Yeah, I figured, it was time to become a cat girl. If they add hats to bunnies for Endwalker, then I'll probably switch back. But yeah, the allure of hats was too strong being a bard, and I might level machinist on this character a little bit later at some point too. So yeah, I wanted those options. Probably go check on my retainers and everything. So I found out the hard way that when you're doing the HW Relic and you're trying to do the crystal sand step, there's an option to buy some pretty cheap crafters mats, but they have to be the normal quality. I accidentally bought a bunch of high quality stuff thinking those would work too because they were just cheaper at the time. That doesn't work. You have to buy the normal quality stuff if you want to turn those into crystal sand. So unfortunately I had to go back in and try to resell a couple of things here. But overall, I'm glad I'm past the crystal sand step and on to the easier portions. Oh, that's kind of cool. Huh. I didn't know that was an option. Nice. So yeah, we've got a few different things going on here. Let's see. I know the light step will probably be the next big one because I've already started pre-buying everything else that I needed, so it shouldn't take too long to try and get my the Pneumite and the singing clusters at this point. But yeah, the light step, I think it's like 12 runs of Alexander or something like that. I can't remember. I do have to unlock the rest of the rest of Alexander. As you can see, I'm on Breath of the Creator right now. But the good news is that means I'm going to have quite a few options for Poetics, because I'll get the first time bonus anytime I do any of those. Still need to do a couple of the new stuff too. I haven't really started the Doomsday or the weapon line on this character at all. I'm so far behind on a lot of this stuff. On the one hand, it's not like too terrible to go back through and solo a lot of this stuff. From Heavensward and ARR to unlock, but on the other hand, it's just a lot of catching up to do. But at least I'll get the tomestones for it. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good weekend, and it's starting to get kind of a little bit cold here. I'm liking it, but I'm in the mood for some Harvest Festival stuff at this point. We don't have too many of those where I'm at. When I lived out in California, we always went to a big one, just a little bit, about an hour and a half north of Los Angeles, and that was always a lot of fun. You'd think, being such a rural area here, that there'd be more options for pumpkin, picking and hay rides and stuff, but there's really not. Kind of surprising, to be honest. But I like the weather, at least, so we're at that point of the year. Man, this is really far away. Guessing this is to unlock Bismarck Extreme. I can't remember if I can solo Extreme or not. I think I can. I know I can, like, for most of this content on my Red Mage. The tricky part is trying to do it as a bard. I don't really have anything else leveled on this character. I really wanted to go with something different. I figured, if I do end up wanting to do like really high-end content on this character with the FC, then yeah, I'll level my Red Mage eventually. But I wanted to try and use this as an opportunity to try and do a couple things that maybe I haven't really done a whole lot of before. My main before Red Mage was Bard, so I'm pretty comfortable with it. But I haven't played it like at a super high level for a long time, so I thought it'd be nice to change that up. I was leveling Black Mage on this character a little bit. That's something I've always wanted to try and get pretty good at and just never got around to. So yeah, I'm just kind of playing around. I think I'll stick with Bard. I like it. It is definitely hectic. I think it's probably, in my opinion, one of the busiest classes out there. You know, when I say busy, I know a lot of people kind of default to thinking, oh, the CPM, the clicks per minute and whatnot. And it's about mid-range for that. But what makes it so busy is that it's just got so many timers and whatnot that you have to keep track of. Bard is in kind of a weird position where you have to do a lot of work for the same amount of damage as you would do as like a red mage or an easier job, right? I think it's pretty fun because I feel like it's very similar to Affliction Lock was over in World of Warcraft, and that was my main for a long time. But it's definitely a busier class for about the same amount of DPS as you would get as, say, like on a Dancer or a red mage or something like that. But yeah, it's got a lot to keep track of. It feels very much like 3 different jobs have been kind of smushed together, I guess. So you've got your dot timers as one of them. You've got your songs as kind of the Bard mainstay. And then you've got just your regular actions and whatnot. And then the third aspect would be, you know, all the procs that you have to keep track of. So yeah, it's definitely kind of in a weird place. It's not too difficult of a job to figure out, but you know, I know a lot of new players, I feel like, end up going with either Lancer or an Archer as like their first job. Lancer starts off slower, but I feel like Dragoon is in a fairly good place once you get to cap. I actually almost discourage people from going Archer as their first job because it is very, very hectic at 80 with so much to keep track of, which if you're used to MMOs, it might not be a big deal. But if you're like brand new and you're coming here because of the Final Fantasy name, I feel like it might be a little bit much as your first job. I would usually recommend switching over to a Dancer or Red Mage or something like that for new players. Been a long time since I've done this one. We'll see how it goes. There you go. The problem is I'm so used to a lot of these fights as savage modes, so I end up messing up a lot when it comes to the normal mode stuff. It doesn't look like we had a newbie bonus, unfortunately. I was hoping maybe get a couple extra poetics there. The fewer runs that I need to run, then the better. Okay, I don't want to overlap those. There we go, not too bad. They managed it. I really like this fight on Savage, but it is a lot. I feel like it's one of the harder Savages to figure out, especially for people that maybe are doing Party Finder and whatnot, because it is so much going on at once, and it's all very, very strict on how you have to handle everything. It's quite a bit for a Party Finder group, I feel. Just a lot of setup more than anything like that. Any of the fights that require a lot of setup tend to be like the bane of Party Finder groups, I think. I shouldn't have done that so early. There we go. That's alright, I'll lose 1 global cooldown to redo my dots there. Alright. Overall, I think we're doing alright. One of the biggest things that I have to adjust is not having berets. I see people go down, and it's like just like instinct at this point, trying to click over there and raise them. Which is good news if I'm on my main. It's good news for my Party Finder groups. Not so good when I'm trying to play something else, right? Which, I mean, speaking of, so far our ultimates have been doing okay. We're still kind of stuck on Living Liquid. We're just kind of working through the Jagged Dolls right now and having some issues with it. I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with it, but I know our tanks are having a lot to deal with, and I think because it's a blind group, we're trying to figure out our own strategies and whatnot. I feel like maybe there's an easier way of doing something that like we just have not figured out yet. But that's where we're at right now over on the ultimate stuff. But I'm having a lot of fun with it, don't get me wrong. It's it might be a little bit different when we're, you know, 8 to 9 minutes into the fight instead of the first 40 seconds, but right now it doesn't feel too bad wiping a bunch on the same thing, because it's just so fast, you know. But I do really like it quite a bit. I'm gonna save my my song, my party buff for the next phase. There you go. Oh. Yeah, I really want my weapon more than anything else in the game right now. I want my my geared up rapier from T. Like that really has my top priority. I haven't even really touched my savages since starting T. I feel bad for my static because they're really nice guys and everything. But some of our days overlap, so I have not had a chance to do a whole lot. I got to 90% on Shadowkeeper. I'm like, okay, I can do this. I don't really need to prove anything else. And then once I ended up getting that T group, I really haven't even tried to clear Anamorphosis or Eden. I'm fine with it. I have my priorities. I figure if anyone doubts that I can play Red Mage, I figure that's what the streams are for, right? Here we go. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Almost got clipped by that one. Like I haven't done this in so long, so I've completely forgot the memorization order of everything going on. I know what each of the individual mechanics do, but you know, typical Final Fantasy, that move order is pretty important to figuring out a fight. Here we go. Yeah, not too bad. Felt like we cleared this a little bit earlier than my last group did. I feel like I did this a couple weeks ago and took a long time. All right. Where was I? Oh, that's right. Trying to get up to Bismarck there. Yeah, I'll go ahead and enter Breath of the Creator. I want to go ahead and get all of this unlocked. Finish that up. Get my free poetics. I think I'll have, what, 300 more poetics after that, and that should give me enough. Yeah, that should put me right at enough to, excuse me, to round out all of my clusters, so that's good. What's this? Oh, that's right, I have to actually, like, enter it. I already unlocked it. Okay. But yeah, aside from that, not a whole lot else that I need to do. I think I'm pretty close to caught up on everything. Oh, I need to go back to the Waking Sands and turn that in, I guess. Unlock Hildebrandt. Okay. Breath of the Creator. Yeah, so I'm pretty much caught up on everything. Nothing to really wait on. I do need to go and unlock the Stormblood trials, the Four Lords. I never did that on this character. I'll have to go and remember like where it unlocks. I know it's somewhere in Kugane. Arcanist. Actually, I might still have a Waking Sands. I might as well go ahead and use the rest of those. Oh no, I already did use them. Okay. Yeah, I can go and unlock the Four Lords at some point. That's a really fun series too. If you have not unlocked the Four Lords in Stormblood, it's probably one of the better storylines for the Trial series. It's a lot of fun. And the fights themselves are really good too. Right. Go talk to our thespian over here. Okay. Can't remember if anything else unlocks after this. I think I've already done Shiva. Yeah, there we go. It should be everything. I don't think I have anything else kind of remaining from Lakali's. Yeah, he doesn't have his blue mark in there. I think I should be good. So yeah, I might as well go and unlock the Four Lords quest line. If I can remember where it is. So for this character, I mean, it's not my main, but I do want to try and get as much stuff caught up as I can, glams and all of that. So I think at this point, the next big thing is going to be trying to get a house. It's going to be really hard on Excalibur. I'm not looking forward to it. Let's see, leaves a Kugane. King on the block, I think that might be it. Maybe it's Ruby Bazaar. Well, I'll do them both. They both got something important, it looks like. I don't know why I didn't unlock all of these. Yeah, I'm not super concerned with the story since I've already done all of it, but... Okay. Maybe this was a couple extra dungeons, maybe? Some hard modes? Since they were still doing hard modes back then? Oh yeah, so that's way up there. Go ahead and go over to Bokairo Inn. Yeah, that's gotta be a dungeon unlock. Yeah, I never did Rathalos here either. This character. I might as well unlock my Palico. I like this little gather information union. Yeah, I like that that's a permanent collab. I just really wish Monster Hunter Rise was coming out sooner on PC. I need to hop back into World. It's been a while since I played it, but it's one of those games that I always really enjoy playing when I have a chance to. Okay. Yep. I've heard so many good things about Rise, but I haven't really broken out my Switch in a long time. I feel like the Monster Hunter games, if I'm gonna play them, I want them in high def. I need to get a cam link so I can actually like have an excuse to play my Switch a little bit more. I haven't really played it in a long time. I know that they just announced a lot of stuff. This should be pretty fun. Okay, so there's another new one to unlock. Yeah, I just don't know. Was it maybe in the Ruby Sea that it unlocks? Can't remember. It might be. Yeah, we'll try down there, I guess. I can't remember where the Four Lords unlock. Or maybe I have to go into the Ruby Bazaar. It's been a long time since I've done it. Yeah. Let's see here, and I haven't unlocked, never did the, yeah. I think that's it right there, an auspicious encounter. Never unlocked Heaven on High. I'm so behind on a lot of this stuff. Feel like a bad FF player now. You know, those were all the things that I really enjoyed doing on my first character too. So, what do I still need to? Oh, way down there. Grab pots. Yeah, Four Lords might be a decent way to catch up on so poetic stuff with everyone. I can't remember if I can get Numite from Poetics. I think I can. I don't remember for sure. This is the Kojin. I'll skip the Beast Tribes for now. I don't even think I've unlocked Kojin on my main either. Close to the Dead. Oh, I have... Oh, must clear 450, that's why. Yeah, I keep doing like 1 through 10 on all my alts on this one. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, that's it. Hell's Lid. Yeah, that's way down there. All right. Well, I needed to go unlock that last bit of the map anyway, so this worked out pretty well. So far, the SDS Fenrir mount has been probably the best purchase that I have ever made in this game. And I bought a lot of stuff from the Mog Station, but even just doing like Southern Front and Zadnor, like this makes every penny worth it, having that max move speed at all times. I don't know if they're still on sale. If they are, I'd highly recommend them. And it plays Crazy Motorcycle, which is kind of cool. Kind of nice. Okay, so she is way down there. Yeah, I can't remember who's first. I think it's Byakko is the first boss. Hey, there we go. Reminds me of the Firelands. Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about the job changes and whatnot. Doesn't seem like anything's like too necessarily different. Scholars, of course, I feel like are pretty upset. I don't blame them, I guess. Probably had the fewest changes of anyone. Machinists that didn't have very many changes, but they don't really need too many. But I'm really looking forward to the Monk and the Summoner changes. I think they look fantastic. Red Mage will be interesting. It's going to be kind of an adjustment. Got to relearn some of my muscle memory trying to adjust to the new modification and all of that stuff. But I'm pretty excited about them. I'm excited about getting some AoEs added to our rotation, making way for the new finisher that we've got. Pretty excited. Very, very excited about Sage. I think that's probably the biggest one that I'm looking forward to. Reaper's kind of like whatever. I was never super sold on Reaper, but I know a lot of people have been pretty excited to have another melee DPS, so I think it looks good. It's just not really my thing. But I know the people that have been looking forward to it are pretty happy with what they saw, so that should be good. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Sage. Not just like how it works, because I think it does look pretty interesting. It's almost like a dancer combined with a healer from what I saw. But just the glams. The glams look really, really good on it too. I love the artwork of the Ora Sage that they showed off. Might make that my new phone background. I've got the main Endwalker title art up there with all the characters and Tataru up front. But I really want to see Yeah, I really like the Sage artwork that they've shown off so far. So a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool stuff to look forward to. So the next big one's going to be like PvP changes and whatnot. So that'll be an interesting one. Like PvP is not a huge thing in this game. It's just I'm gonna adjust this just a little here and there. You go. Like the PvP is pretty fun. It's just it's not a big focus. It's not super competitive or anything like that. Like it is in like WoW or anything like that. So it's kind of odd that they're doing an entire live letter based off of it. But the big thing with that is that they did announce that they are adding a new PvP mode. They announced that I think at FanFest or the announcement watch along that I did. So everyone's really curious about PvP. You see me flipping out in my watch along over on YouTube. But if they announce that the new PvP mode is Blitzball, like I might never leave. Like I might not play anything else but Blitzball from that point on. So that's kind of where we're at for all of that stuff. I'm very curious about what it's. Sorry, just adjusting the mic a little bit. I moved my my gimbal arm and everything, and I don't know if I like where it's at. I feel like everyone can hear me a little bit better, but my windscreen and everything is kind of a cheap Chinese knockoff, so it's kind of loose where it's at. But yeah, if they announce that Blitzball's the new PvP mode, like I seriously might never leave it. I will probably make a character that's just exclusively meant to be a Blitzball champion. Like I really want that in the game. But yeah, so that's what the next live letters focus is going to be, and other miscellaneous updates. You know, the big kind of sad news is that they did push back the data center travel. And I don't blame them. I mean, they've had such a hard time, and they've been very open about it with how the pandemic has messed up the semiconductor supply chain and all of that. I mean, it's been all over the news for vehicles and electronics and pretty much everything under the sun. So it's not a huge surprise. But it is, you know, a little sad that we're not getting data center travel as soon as we thought. So hence why I'm leveling this character and to have something a little bit different. Otherwise I would have just, you know, moved my main over here whenever I wanted to run something. So yeah, a little sad that we're not getting that as soon as we wanted. But I mean, it's completely understandable. I don't think it's big of a deal. But yeah, not a whole lot of other news at this point. We're just kind of in the chill time, you know, the kind of down period as we wait for Endwalker. I'm curious how the servers are going to hold up. You know, it's been a while since I have been a part of an expansion release that's been as hyped as this one was. Legion was pretty high up there. I think people were really excited for Legion when it came out. After going through, you know, everything with Warlords of Draenor, people were pretty excited about an expansion that looked pretty good. And I think Legion lived up to it. But yeah, the hype for this one for Endwalker is definitely reaching. I think maybe its height at this point. We're about a month away, just a little over a month and a half away at this point. So, well, 2 months, I guess. So we're down to the final stretch. Yeah, I can't wait. You know, my biggest fear is that the expectations after Shadowbringers are so high that I don't know if anything is really going to be able to beat it. I mean, if anyone can do it, it's Yoshi P's team. But I hope people are willing to temper their expectations and be okay with, you know, a very good expansion, but maybe not Shadowbringers level. You know, it's curious because they did so many cool things in Shadowbringers. The climax of the story was just like one of the best that I've ever seen. But now that they've done it, either there's going to be that expectation to do it every time, and you really can't do that. because once you've done it once, you're never gonna hit that again. You know, they can't have that axe moment a second time. It's just not gonna hit the same, right? So I'm curious how it's gonna go. But on the other hand, I mean, they are wrapping up the story that we've had since 1.0 essentially. And they've been pretty cryptic about what's going to happen with some of our characters and whatnot, some of the scions, and you know, they've said, you know, it's time to move on to a different story, and that has me real curious and a little bit of afraid almost, because you know, if they end up killing off Y'shtola for good, I think a lot of people are going to riot. We want to know what's going to happen with Alfie and the twins. I imagine, and my expectations are, we're going to lose a couple of people. I wouldn't be surprised if Urianger and Thancred just head back to the first. I don't think they'll kill Y'shtola. I hope they don't, even though they've been dropping hints about it ever since she lost her eyesight. So we'll see how that goes. Alizé and Alphino, I imagine, will kind of move on to do their own thing, and maybe, you know, we'll see him. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe we'll see them every now and then. You know, it's just like, hey, how have you been doing? In future expansions, but they might not be like lead characters anymore. I could see them going and leading Charlie in or something like that. And of course, we could end up having the rejoining. Who knows? I mean, they've been pretty cryptic about, you know, Hydaelyn and Zodiark maybe finally being destroyed, and you know, that could cause all kinds of problems. With everyone's ether and how the worlds are shattered and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be, there's a lot of questions, a lot of potential outcomes. So I mean, we have that to look forward to. I just really hope that the people aren't setting expectations so high that Endwalker just can't possibly beat them. Because yeah, Shadowbringers, I think, ruined a lot of people on the game, because now we're gonna want something like the axe moment or 5.3 every time. But you know, I didn't expect that 5.3 would end up as good as it was. So they do keep surprising us. You know, just when you think that they couldn't have another moment like before, they managed to do it somehow. So we'll just have to place our faith in Ishikawa and her writing team, and Koji and everyone else working hard to bring us the best game that they can. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just beyond that, I mean, you know, if nothing else, we're gonna have, it looks like, 2 fun new jobs to play. Some pretty nice reworks to a couple of classes that needed some pretty massive reworks, and obviously some more content to look forward to. You know, we've got the Heavensward Ultimate that should be pretty interesting, and then I'm kind of scared of that one after trying to get through T. But that should be a lot of fun. Everyone's kind of wondering what the ultimate after that would be. I'm imagining Four Lords could be it. But you know, they could also do Warring Triad. That might be a pretty fun ultimate to have. So lots of good stuff to look forward to as far as that's concerned. Man, this is taking a really long time in this queue. I don't know why. I figure with the roulettes, because as far as I know, they pull people who are queuing for specific dungeons into the roulette stuff. So with all of the normal raid roulettes going on, I figured this wouldn't take 21 minutes, but here we are. I just want to get this done because I haven't unlocked it all, and the Alex stuff is pretty good content. I've got to do it anyways for the light farm in a little bit, so yeah. But yeah, and more content, and I hope you guys are having fun with the content that's out there right now. I'm having a lot of fun in the ultimates. I haven't really stepped into Uwu or Ukab yet. I'm not as sold on their weapons as much as I am the T1. Naturally, I go for the hardest one that's out there, right? You know, that's just, why not? It's just how I do things, I guess. But who knows? Maybe I'll try and find a new group or something like that just to get in there and get it done. It seems like it's probably the easiest of the 3 so far. But yeah, I'm just not as sold on those weapons as I am the geared rapier. I really like that, the T red mage weapon. Excuse me. So yeah, I know a lot of people jumped into it after watching Rich jump in and watching the Echo group and everyone coming on over. I haven't really done a whole lot of the of watching the WoW Raiders come on in. I watched Nagura's team a little bit when they first started and got up to Titan and whatnot. I don't know. I have a lot of opinions about the WoW team coming over. I mean, they seem like nice people, but it's not my thing. I'll just put it that way. You know, I like parsing and I like trying to do the best that I can, but the only thing that I'll really say about it is I don't want the world first race and this ultra competitiveness that comes from WoW to come over to Final Fantasy when it comes to the rating scene. And I've already started seeing it pop up a little bit in the party finder groups. I think Square Enix and the mod team and the community in general are pretty good about handling a lot of that stuff, but yeah, that's really all I'll say about it. I'm happy that they're having fun. You know, I will say that it seems like they're having a good time, and even though they aren't like taking it as like on the same esport level that WoW was taking it, that won't necessarily stop the community from doing it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I'm glad they're having fun. I'm glad that people are. It is a good thing that more eyes are being put onto the game and more people are willing to give it a shot. And I'm finally glad that this whole idea and this notion that Final Fantasy rating is somehow easier is finally kind of fading out. I feel like with them coming over and trying a lot of this content, people are like, oh wait, this is actually pretty hardcore content. Because I feel like that was a myth that was around a long time. And I feel like that's finally gone by the wayside, which is a good thing. So I am thankful for them kind of showcasing that and showcasing that, yeah, the raids in Final Fantasy they're not only hard, but they're a lot of fun and they're really good. You know, when it comes to like just set pieces, I liked WoW raiding, don't get me wrong. I even had fun in Castle Nathria. It was just, you know, all the content around trying to raid is the problem with WoW right now. The raids themselves are still pretty good, I thought. But I don't think that their showmanship and their set pieces have anything on Final Fantasy. You know, the raids are fun and the content is hard, but I mean, you compare something like, you know, Castle Nathria to, you know, Thornton EX and just the showmanship that goes into that and the fact that you're actually fighting the Knights of the Round, the glass breaking and all of that stuff. I mean, Final Fantasy knows their audience and it's super anime and I love it. Just the spectacle of it all is pretty. I think they're top of the game right now. But yeah, I mean, in terms of rating, I mean, they're two different games and two different styles of rating, but they both have their cons and their pros and cons, I guess. But yeah, I'm just glad that more people are watching and giving the game a shot at this. But yeah, I don't want the competitiveness from other games to come in to Final Fantasy with all of these. I'll just put it that way. that's I've said my piece on it, so we'll leave it at that, right? But I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. I'm very thankful for the static that I found in my T static that I found on Crystal. It's really weird. Like, people are so worried about statics and whatnot, but literally it was just a group in Party Finder. It was like, we're doing this blind. Come on in if you're scared of raiding and we'll learn together. And yeah, I joined them up. I'm like, okay, then they're not asking for applications and you don't have to contact someone on Discord and show your logs and all this. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. I thought it was going to be like a troll group. And it turned out that these guys are really cool and taking it seriously, and we all want to beat T. And yeah, it was just a party finder group. There was no application needed. I mean, yeah, we do need Discord on because T is, I mean, it is important to have your callouts and whatnot. Sorry, I'm still adjusting some settings. Every time I reset my computer, my webcam settings in slobs completely reset, and I don't know why. So I'm adjusting all of that stuff right now. But as I was saying, yeah, like it was just a random party finder group, and everyone is super cool and super nice. So yeah, it kind of, you know, I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to raiding, just like a lot of people do, I guess. But it turned out to be really good, and yeah, I'm encouraging people, you know what, give it a shot. You know, if I didn't find this group, I was planning on just starting my own anyways. But yeah, now is a really, really good time to be doing a lot of this content, and you know, if you are interested in raiding and whatnot, just hop in and give it a shot. You know, and if you're worried about it, and I know, you know, anxiety is definitely a big hurdle to overcome, you know, start one yourself and give it a shot. You make the rules from that point. No one's gonna rag you for it. You know, you might get one asshole out of 100, and it happens in every game, but for the most part, the community is really understanding. And the thing is that I've kind of learned from doing this is that you're gonna find a lot of people just like you who are kind of in the same situation. And once one person can take that step to start the group, everyone else kind of follows along. So absolutely, if you guys are interested in running content, now is the time to do it. Just, you know, don't be super afraid that everyone's going to be looking for your logs and whatnot, because that is definitely not the case. I will say, for my part, if anyone is interested in running content and doing savages, I'm always happy to help people. I have no problem starting a group at this point. I haven't finished E11. I know the strats and everything for E11. I just missed the last couple of races to actually clear it, since we were all doing ultimates. But I don't know E12. I didn't do most of the middle tier stuff, so like Ramu through Shiva, I didn't really do a whole lot that tier, so I'm always game to learn that. Yeah, just hit me up here. Just let me know, or message me in game. I am more than happy to try and do some learning parties with people. I love that kind of stuff. If you're anxious, I will bite the bullet and help you out. Unfortunately, if you're on Aether, you're on your own. I don't have any Aether characters. Actually, wait, I might have to go over and take a look. They're definitely not 80. It's not a character that I've really looked at, but I think maybe I tried to log in the other day just to see if I had a character over there, and I did. So yeah, I mean, if people want me to do stuff on Aether, I mean, I'll have to level that character up or boost it or something. So give me those follows, and give me those follows so I can actually pay for it, I guess. But I'm willing to do that kind of stuff for people. I don't remember what this boss is. Obviously, the next one's Cruise Chase, and then we got Alex Prime, but... Oh, that's this one. Yeah, I've been getting this one a lot in my normal raid roulette lately. I completely forgot that was his tier. It's not too hard of a fight. Now we'll crank the music up for Cruise Chaser. Don't worry, I won't leave you guys hanging. Yeah, I don't really remember too much about the mechanics of this fight. I've just been getting a like every 2 days or so, I would say, in my roulettes for some reason. I don't remember it being like too terrible. Yeah, so that one you run back, and until the line changes, that'll the looks will change once you're far enough away. Okay. Got those coming down, and I moved away just a bit too late. Got that coming by. Thankfully, I can stay way back here. Okay. Oh man, that slam has a little bit longer range than I remembered. Gonna save my raging strikes for after we're done with this. If I can use it on quick thanks. Start singing though. There we go. Or lame bricks, I guess. I don't remember if he does a pushback or anything like that. Alright, crystals. Which one's the crystal? I don't remember which one that is. Oh, I guess it's that one. Nice. Okay, so he does have a pushback. Okay, we're starting to slow down a little bit. Felt like we were doing pretty good, and doesn't have a damage down debuff or anything like that I can see. Hey, I got it that time. I learned. I'm a smart boy. Okay. Okay. This one I gotta be like in the middle or something? Yeah. Okay. I feel like the red mage play has made me so much better about staying in the middle of the group. That's something that a lot of bards that I've watched have a lot of trouble with. And I had a lot of trouble with it too, is as a range you're just like, oh, I'll hang in the back. But you don't really want to do that because you want to be close by to all of your heals, you know. But the other thing is you want to make sure that your songs are reaching everyone. So if you are, if you're staying close enough to everyone for them to get your songs, then you're already doing better than like at least half of the bards that I've seen. It's just it's a bad habit. It's very easy to form. I don't really blame anyone for it. But playing red mage and having to jump into the middle of the action with your melee combo all the time definitely made me better at other range classes, I feel like. Made me form some good habits for once. Okay. Alright, come on, Cruise Chaser. That one's going to be interesting. I don't really remember a whole lot about Cruise Chaser at all as far as the fight itself. Other than that being like the first time I remember seeing the, first time I ever saw the, oh, what's it called? Quick time event, that's right. Let's see, where am I at in terms of singing clusters? I think this will be pretty close. Might need to do like a numbers roulette or something like that to get the new might, but this should bring me pretty close to finishing my clusters. We'll see. I just want to be done with this. I want my Lux weapon. I have it on Kyra, my main, and yeah, it's probably one of my favorite relics that they've ever done, let alone from this tier. don't really remember how else to get Numite. Let me look it up real quick. Okay. Past the crystal sand, I'm on the singing cluster. There we go. How do I get Numite? 15. Says I can get it for 100 poetics. Where? Under the other section? It might be. Oh, I keep... Let's clicking. There we go. There's a demi crystal. Huh. Yeah, where is the, Where's the Numite? Maybe it just doesn't show up until I'm actually on the quest. Like, you can get it from the, You can get it from seals. That's not too bad. Need 4 more, okay. So yeah, you can get it from seals from the Grand Company. But yeah, I think maybe it just doesn't show up until you're on the quest if you want to buy it from Rowena's. Let me check Revenant's Toll here. It's been a long time since I've done it. Let's see. Heaven here. More extremes to unlock. Song of Steam and Steel. Oh, that's right. Extreme versions of the first 2 tiers. Over in the Maker's Quarter. Yeah, it's fine. Let's check up here, see if she's got it. Rihanna. Oh. Special arms. Yeah, see, she doesn't have it either. So yeah, I guess it just doesn't show up until it's time. Okay. Final boss of the duty in order to collect etheric density. All level 50 Realm Reborn dungeon. I need 2,000 light, okay. I can do Savage Alexander raids. Okay, that's what the light farm was. Yeah, so that's like the next step then. Man. Guessing they're out in the Maker's Quarter. I don't know if there's any light parties going up these days or not. I feel like there are. It's been a while since I've done them. But yeah, I think it's like, what, 10 or 12? 10 or 12 runs of Alex. I'll look it up in a second. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock these first. Can't do savages if I don't have them unlocked. Here we go. I can't remember if it was Cruise Chaser or Alex Prime that everyone did to make it fast. Okay. Right. Well, it says 6 minutes. I don't think we're gonna get there in 6 minutes. Alrighty. Then head over to Azim Step and go ahead and get that done. At a reunion. Ooh. Got the Viest. I hope everyone got their cars. If you haven't yet, I think it's still going on, isn't it? Car is one of the better mounts you can get. I love that collab. It's one of my favorite collabs I think that they've ever done. Okay. Where is the third? Okay. Alright, I don't think I need to mount up to go this far. It wasn't as much travel as I expected. Even is, oh yeah, this is for the Rathalos. I remember. Okay. Remember, did this quest one, like I've only run the hunt once. Literally one time. I haven't done it on Savage or anything like that, or Extreme, I mean. I don't have the Rathalos mount. I think it's a fun collab, but it's not an easy one because of the way the potion works. Like, I don't know, I just don't get it, I guess. Yeah, so I don't really remember like hardly anything about it in terms of like what you need to do to unlock it or anything like that. I just remember getting a Palico. That's really the only thing I remember from it. Okay. I think this is what unlocks a dungeon. Yeah. Should be. And then, yeah. There he is. They call him a feline, but a little Palico. So I'm trying to think of some other games that I want to stream here pretty soon, and I'm trying to decide between Tales of Arise and then Kina. I don't know. I haven't bought either, so I'm gonna have to buy one of them or do some stuff I'm not supposed to talk about to get them. But okay, yeah, I don't have to actually enter Bartums. I'm kind of leaning towards Kina though. It looks very much like my style. Like, I love the art design on it so far, and I've heard some pretty good things about it. So, and don't get me wrong, I love the Tales series too, or at least what I played from Tales of Berseria. So I need to do them both eventually, but I'm leaning towards Kina. The only downside with Kina, the thing that I don't like about it, is that it's only available on the Epic Games Store, because I don't like buying things from the Epic Games Store if I can help it. I'll take advantage of their free game every week, and that's really about it. But yeah, I do really want to play it. So we'll see. I'm kind of toying around and taking suggestions, so I might put a poll up on Twitter or something like that eventually. We'll see. But yeah, so that's some stuff that I've got planned for a little bit later. I'm gonna be streaming Final Fantasy most of this week, I think. You know, we'll have our next, I think Wednesday is gonna be our next Ultimate Raid night. I got that to look forward to, and then we want to do it a little bit more. I think we're kind of realizing, oh wait, this is taking a lot longer than we thought it was going to. If we want to get this done before Endwalker, we're going to have to actually put in a little bit more time. So yeah, we've got some work to do, but I'm trying to do my best to stream our Ultimate Raid Nights as often as I can. Most of the time, I will be honest, I do those on YouTube. So if you have not followed the YouTube channel yet, it's the same handle, it's just Westor. So that's where I do most of that stuff. But I am gonna do, you know, just casual streams here and there, a couple hours here and there when I can. So yeah. that's kind of the plans for this week coming up. We'll just have to kind of see how it goes. Go back to my estate hall. At this point, I've got nothing else to do but just kind of wait and do my best to get to Cruise Chaser. I don't know. Maybe I'll main Sage on this character. You know, I am sick of the DPS queue times. It does take a long time. I wish it wouldn't because of reset. I thought there would be a lot more people queued up than there are. But you know, it's a Monday, I guess. Thing I can sell. I feel like I keep forgetting a couple of things. I tried to level my fishing for like I tried to level my fishing to get the crafter scripts, but it ended up that I got through the crystal sand grind a little bit faster than I expected. I got lucky with a couple, the bonus rolls when you treat the sand, so I kind of lucked out there. Oh, completed adventure. Hey. Actually, I think yeah, that actually sells more to the vendor than it does on the marker board. Yeah. Nice. Ready to be done with a lot of this, so I can actually use my seals for ventures now. I'm starting to get a little low again. All right. Hey, there we go. We got a few people queued up, it looks like. Still waiting on tanks. Always the tanks. Guess it's just that time of day. It's what, 1,000 per new mite? Oh, 4,000 per new mite. Wow. You can also get them as random drops from chests, but anytime I've ever seen random drop from treasure chests, it's like a super low drop rate, so I've never really bothered with it. Yeah. Oh, might as well add another. I'm gonna need 15 eventually. Okay. Man, I am still like a long way away, it looks like. A sufficient way to farm etheric density is generally considered to be to gather at least 4 max level players and repeatedly run Alex Eyes of the Creator. Okay. Yeah, that's which one is that? Run A9S unsynced. Yeah, which one was that? A9S. Was that the giant robot? I think it was. Yeah, the one that we had a lot of trouble with trying to melt all of the Yeah, that's the scrap maker thing. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that shouldn't be too bad. Okay. At some point, I need to start actually affixing some materia. I haven't really done enough of that either. I've been really slacking. Come to think of it, I probably have enough. Oh, yeah, I'm getting pretty close to having enough to buy some new pieces. I need new hands. Maybe I should go buy new hands already. I was saving up to try and go ahead and get my chest piece, but I guess that's not necessarily a huge deal. Already got Exarchic. Save the rest. I don't know they're selling for right now. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. All right, so I have Revelation. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and slot those on in. Nice, nice. Can I, yeah, I actually do need to extract materia from those. Whoops. I always forget to do that. Go ahead and glamour it. Perfect. Well, we had some people in queue, and then they disappeared. Like, I almost feel like it would be faster just to do Kugane Castle or something like that, you know? I don't think I can solo those yet. I don't think there's anything left that I can solo. Yeah. I might be able to do those. Maybe. I know Ravana is actually kind of tricky if you don't have self-heals. But I can always try. Sorry. These old gray hairs are starting to fall on me. Oh man, I might have to give it a shot. I might not have another choice if I want to get this done today. I'll take a look. Yeah, I don't have those unlocked, so yeah, I gotta at least finish Alex Prime and then get the Savages unlocked before I can do it. Okay. Well, I guess I can always hit up the Gold Saucer. I've got a lot of work to do there too. I don't know if I can get into the Triple Triad arena if I'm in queue. We'll find out. I'm like way behind on my my MGP on this character. I lucked out and got 3 lines once for Chloe on my main and spent it all on MGP. I got a couple of the mounts that way, but not as much luck on this character. As you can see, it's taken a while. This one's not really a good line at all. Let's do that, I guess. I know there's like some kind of like helper online that can like tell you what the best odds are with a given with any given lineup. That's okay. Yeah, see, I don't think I can. Nope, I was hoping to get into the battle hall, but I can't. I don't know if I can go up and do chocobo races either. Where is... oh, there we go. Lift operator here. Yes. I remember where there's the aetherite. Have I not unlocked chocobo racing on this one? Lock that. I'll just go play some like Moogle games. We'll keep it simple. Actually, where am I at with sorry. Where am I at with my card list right now? I've added a couple that I didn't know about. That one comes from a bronze triple triad card, okay. Olivia, Mordana. Oh, that's the one that does like the plus and the backwards. E-Shroud I might be able to do. Girl, no. Yeah, let's give that one a shot. See what he's hiding. Gotta find him though. Probably one of those that like you have to get a quest for or something like that. Let's see. In 26.5, yeah. I'm guessing I've got to like unlock a quest for. Maybe. I don't see him around anywhere. Pierre will know, right? No? Be up top? Yeah, I guess I gotta do his quest here. At least accept it. Yeah, see, once you accept it, you can do it. Same and none. Okay, if a card is played and two or more of the sides are touching with the cards, okay. That shouldn't be too bad. Alright, what are we gonna lay down first? I feel like this was a very bad deck for this. I really need to do some deck adjustments here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try a different deck. I don't know why I chose that one right off. Okay, well, this one's not much better. I don't have like any corner cards on it. Here we go. Feel like that's a safe option. Okay. Try a different deck this time. I'm just gonna go through and try each of them once and see how that goes. Yeah, see, this one I've got the twin, so that makes a good corner card. Yeah. I just want to burn through it. There we go. All right. All right, so let's crank this up. Forward and back, my friends. We're almost there. Almost get to hear Rise. That's the one I'm always looking forward to the most. Rise is probably one of my favorite tracks in the game, and I'm very, very glad that it's on the LP set. Okay. I am glad that they finally got rid of trash and stuff. For the new raids. Like, all of this is just kind of pointless. They did it because WoW did it for a long time. It's like, oh, that's just how you're supposed to do things. And then they're like, nah, we really don't need to add any of that stuff. It really doesn't have much of a point. Rather just focus on making the bosses themselves pretty good. You know, there's always, some people are like, oh, it makes it feel like a living raid. And it's like, to a point, but I would rather them just focus on making a really cool spectacle for the actual raid. I did not mean to press that. Then like make a cool zone for it. Like, I don't care much about the internals of Alex. All right. Here we go. This should be interesting. All right, got everyone here. Let's go. I know you gotta hide like behind the thingies. That's really the only thing I can really remember about this fight. I didn't even really get to use my song on that one. I do love that they finally added him as a mouth, though, and apparently this is what it plays. I haven't bought it yet. It's a little too rich for my blood, but too late. But I would like to buy it eventually. Maybe when it's on sale. I can't remember when we're supposed to hide behind the ball thingy. Here we go. It does look cool, though. It is one of the cooler mounts that they've ever added. It was a lot different than the other active time maneuvers that I remember. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've done this. I'm just going to follow everyone else because that seems like the thing to do. But I know that it's like the last half of this fight is where it gets really crazy and most groups wipe. There you go. Oh, that's right, you gotta get the shield. feel like that's what wiped most groups last time I did this. It has been, no joke, probably at least 2 years since I've done this fight, even on roulettes or normals. Yeah. Man, I must have really messed up my song timers there. There we go. Hey, that wasn't too bad. I expected a lot worse. Always calm when you can. Okay. Now we get to Alex, so I'm excited. I'm ready to be done with it. Go. Yeah, did they give me locus? Oh, exponential entropy. Okay. Hooray! I wonder if I can solo A9S. It's been a long time since I've tried. I might be able to do it on my red mage, but I don't think I can do it as a ball. I think that's going to be asking a little bit too much, especially in my gear because I'm only 514. I think I've got a long way to go. How do I exit? There we go. And then while we wait for this queue, I am going to hit up a bio break real quick, and I will be right back. Alrighty. I got someone bringing me a soda here in a little bit too, so listening for that on the door. Yeah, I'm excited to finally be done with Alex and have this all unlocked. I don't know why I held off on waiting so long on doing it. Yeah. I mostly just want to to be done with this relic grind. I really want that Lux weapon. I've been pecking away at it for like, I don't know, 5-6 months now. I mean, I've only really really started playing this character a lot, maybe the past month or two or so. You know, I was kind of waiting to hear if Crystal and the DC travel would be coming soon, and then it got delayed. So I'm like, yeah, okay, might as well. Yeah. Okay. Just taking care of the bots. Okay, should be pretty close to my cluster, so I think I can buy, what, 3? I'm gonna be 1 off. Guess I can go do the daily to do it. So I need 50. I'm at 46. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll go do the daily. Get that out of the way. Where was it? Is it, oh, there we go. I already say, I hope it wasn't in Revenant's Toll. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of money on these ports everywhere. I don't have that much on this character. Okay. Key item Cloth of Disturbing Memories can be obtained by clearing a dungeon via Duty Roulette. You only have to do 1 of those, and I needed to do numbers anyways. I will finish Alex Prime and then do a numbers roulette and get that out of the way. Might as well. I think numbers gives, yeah, that gives 100 poetics as well, so that helps. Ah, this is just so many poetics. It's such, and it's wild to think that, like, it used to be even more. It used to be like, what, 24,000 that you needed or something like that? Like, just an absolutely absurd amount of poetics needed. After that's Lux. After that, I should be done. Yeah, because I've already done hyperconductive. Yeah. Yeah, this is like one of the last things that I need. I'm feeling it. I might be able to get it done today if these queues ever decide to actually work out. Shouldn't take too long to so I'm on the Sharpen quest. Yeah. I'm on Sharpen, and then I move to okay. I'm almost there. It's really just a couple more steps to go. I can't remember how to get the ink that I need on the last step. We'll find out. It's really the light grind is the next big one. That one might take a little. Like I said, I think it's like 10 or so runs. It shouldn't take that long, but trying to get enough people together to do it and do it consistently without having to fill every 2 seconds, that's the hard part. But it's really not too difficult nowadays, thankfully. Okay. Oh god. I'm reading that Rich like boosted a black mage, and that's what he's wanting to go into tea with. That should be have fun with that, Rich. People don't give him enough credit as far as like being able to figure out mechanics and stuff. I mean, dude was a broadcaster for some pretty hard WoW content, so like he can figure it out. But yeah, black mage is not the job that I would boost to go into ultimate content with. Maybe after Anakian becomes a trait. Certainly not before. Man, I was with these queues today. They said I don't think I could solo it. Let me see, A12 in solo. Let's just, let's see if it's soloable now. So there is a gunbreaker this time. It seems like it's really only the tanks. See. Yeah, so a gunbreaker did it. I don't think a bard's gonna be able to do it. I feel like that's a little rough. Yeah, I mean, people were soloing it back in 2017, so it's definitely possible. Worst comes to worst, I can, I don't know, hop in there and give it a shot. Hope my dots take it down, you know, fast enough. It's about all I can do. The hard part would be the transition, because normally you're supposed to have that LB3 there. I don't think that's gonna work. Unsynced. Though I do have a lot of health, but if it does like a straight 999, that's a problem. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Why not? I've got nothing else going on. I've got to wait for my door anyways, so let's try it. Oh man, recycle. Yeah, I'm not feeling super confident about this. Got Mobius playing, yeah. I really not feeling all that great. Oh god, yeah, there's no way this is happening. Look at how long it's taken his health to go down. And I have like no pots. I got nothing. Well, this is going well. It's about what I expected. Yeah, these tank busters are no joke. Good effort. A for effort. I tried. I'm not gonna give that another go. I'll just I'll slow boat it. Sucks that I have to re-wait in queue again, but that's okay. repair all my gear that I just damaged. Alright, let's see what's going on in the old FFXIV Reddit. I haven't really looked at it in a while. See if there's any good memes going on. Some Dark Knight memes. Alright. So I am getting hungry. It's been about 2 hours. Like I said, I just wanted to come hang out a little bit, give you guys some updates. But I'll be doing a big stream on Wednesday, like I said, for Ultimates. We usually start, I think, 6:30 or so Central Time, 7:30 Eastern. So that'll be like the next big one, but I might pop in a little bit later on this afternoon. We'll see. I'm just kind of experimenting with different times and different, different mediums, different content. But yeah, thanks a ton for watching, guys. And if you want to keep up to date with what's going on in the future, make sure and give me a follow there, and I will try and come up with some fun stuff for you guys a little bit later on this week. But thanks a ton, and hope you guys have a good afternoon.